Dressing super butch tonight. And one funny thing you need to know about me is the more butch I dress, the more on my period I am. Yeah, the heavier the flow, I want the comfortable pants, ladies, right? Yeah, make some noise for feminism. It was a very soprano-sounding yell, fellas. I didn't hear a lot of the low tones. If you got a big dick and you love feminism, make some noise! There we go. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I support it. It's not a bad thing. It's just equal rights for women and men. So I had to get rid of this guy friend not long ago because he started saying all this anti-feminist shit to me. He was saying stuff like, Janan, women are just physically weaker than men. It's science. You know, women's sports, they suck. Men can always overpower women, so I roofied him and I won the argument. So if you didn't cheer earlier, watch your drinks. I can afford roofies. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm a queer person, and I'm also Muslim, so this is my hijab. Yeah, being Muslim and queer, and I'm also half white. I'm actually half Palestinian, half Irish, so I'm mad. Yeah, speaking of conflict, I feel pretty conflicted as a person, like on the inside, you know? I feel like my Arab side hates my white side side hates my Muslim side hates my queer side hates penises. I'm just kidding, I got like 5 in my nightstand right now. I love them too. Sometimes I take them out and they're all different colors and sizes and shapes, and I dress them up and I make them kiss. If I'm feeling kind of masculine, I have them ride a tech deck on those little skateboards. Or I'll like stand it up and pull out my arm in it. Y'all don't play with your toys like this? I was sheltered. Very sheltered. As a kid, I went to Islamic school in Texas. Yeah, so I had Bible Belt textbooks and the Quran and no sex ed. So I became bisexual just to figure it out. Yeah, I just like laid out the parts like, wow, look at all the combinations. Praise Allah. Woo! And you might notice I have a little bit of a twang, got a little bit of a southern twang in my accent because I did grow up here in Texas. And I was raised by my grandma, who's from Weatherford, Texas originally, so she's got a real thick southern accent. And that means when I was a little kid, this is honest to God my natural accent. But I learned to cover up my accent because it's really hard to look like this and sound like this. This is what they call cognitive dissonance right there. This don't make no goddamn sense. And I'm kind of lighter skinned too for an Arab, so with a thick southern accent, you can sound real racist real fast. You know, like just saying the name of an ethnicity in my original accent sounds kind of menacing. A few months ago, a friend of mine was like, hey Janan, what do you want to get for dinner tonight? And I was like, I don't know, Chinese. Oh, sorry, how about some of that Mexican shit? And let's be real, a thick southern accent can kind of sound ignorant too. You know, like I could say the words, I love science, but it has the energy of, Dear Jesus, build the wall, proud and tall. Support the troops, touchdown, amen. My pronouns are none of your goddamn business. Oh, speaking of pronouns, I know, I look like a plural. You gotta change up your sentence structure for me. I get it. Though, she, her pronouns, and if someone has other pronouns, respect it. You know, it's not that hard. I personally just love getting mispronounced because it says a lot more about the other person than it does about me. You know, because I'll be somewhere, I get it. When I turn around, I have very excuse me, sir energy. So when I'm in line, like some broy redneck dude will come up behind me and be like, excuse me, sir, are you in line? And I turn around and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Oh, hey, you're kind of cute. What's your number? Starts hitting on me. And I'm like, buddy, I think you need to go home and Google Twinks. Might find something up your alley to put up his alley. Oh, that's silly. Yeah, I went to Islamic school, as mentioned, and I eventually got into Islamic high school. Okay, so Islamic high school, I wear an actual hijab, I wear a headscarf, and Muslim teenagers are just as horny as others, so there was a hijabi lesbian dating scene, like we dated each other. It wasn't allowed, it was very undercover. But like we did, it was forbidden, we had to keep it hidden, it was an underground society, we literally would meet underground, like the one subway station in Dallas, the basement of the library, the sewage system. And the ironic thing was, if I got caught, I also ended up underground. But I never got caught. I just took off my hijab, and they're like, "Where's Janan?" Excuse me, sir, do you know where Janan is? Oh, that hot chick, I have no idea. I'm just a beautiful southern twink.